Alright. So, I guess the camera's there, right? For the 2 or 3 of you that have asked where I've been, nothing to worry about, just shifting priorities, you know. So, yeah, probably maybe post tomorrow. I don't want to give like hard promises. I hate commitment. Bro. But I have been checking out Street Fighter 6, which is something I haven't really touched much, to be honest. I think I did Akuma's combo trials a while back when he came out, and I didn't really like the target combos because I don't know. I don't love target combos, so I was sort of messing around with Cammy. I don't know if I'm not really sure if she does or doesn't, but I've been messing around with Cammy a little bit just because she's usually like fairly simple fundamentals character, you know? I always thought of her as kind of a boring character, but I've actually found myself, I don't know, going down like a little bit of a rabbit hole and realizing that I know more than I thought I knew because I have this tendency to underestimate how much I know sometimes, you know? I don't know if you get that feeling sometimes, but I get it a lot. So then I'll be playing and then I'll be like, well, what if I tried this? And what if she can she do this? And does X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, oh, I know more about fighting games than I thought I did. I thought I'd forgotten everything. But turns out that's not totally true. So yeah, I've just been messing around with the game. It is really nicely presented. There's no doubt about that. Well, there's no point in me doing a Street Fighter 6 review. I really just wanted to say, yeah, like I said, a couple of people have commented, and I just wanted to say that everything's all right. Just shifting priorities and all that stuff. But I would like to there's loads of videos that I want to put out, like different subject matter. I have written down, there's a list. It's just a case of fitting it in, and also sort of the optics, you know, outside, you know, there's other stuff in my life going on. So, but it's all good. It's positive, and I got a positive frame of mind. I think that's where the camera is. Got a positive frame of mind, so I will just want to check in real briefly, and if anyone can direct me to, listen, none of this is a comeback, right? This is something I just like one day decided to turn the camera on and try and, you know, sort my life out. Like, there's no promises here about some major Born Free comeback or whatever, or even a YouTube comeback or anything like that. You know, I just got to do what I've got to do. I love leaving pauses, right? Because like all like super edited videos on YouTube, like everything is like boom, 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 boom. It's like edit this, edit that. People speaking without ums and ers and no pauses. And I love, like, I've always loved the authenticity of like having a moment to think, you know, or I don't know. That brings a smile to my face because it goes back. You know what it goes back to? It goes back to my original interviews. What I wanted to do was create trust between me and the player. And so I never wanted to heavily edit anything, so that I didn't want anything to be out of context. I didn't want sensational headlines or anything like that. At least not on my videos. Like that might happen, you know, when websites or whatever pick up the video, or people pick up clips and whatever. But I always wanted to create that trust, that comfort that I wasn't going to be doing that, and I wasn't going to be heavily editing people or whatever. I would sometimes edit myself out at the beginning because I'm a rambling motherfucker. Because a lot of the questions I asked, I would sometimes give more context and sort of give the other person time to think while I was talking. This was a weird tactic I had, but like I thought it worked, which was like, because I knew I could control the edit of me, what I could do is just turn the question into more of a story, not a leading question. This was in the early days. Later on, what I did was I just sent them the questions beforehand, because I wasn't interested in like a gotcha question. I was interested in like legitimately what's your answer to this question. So in the later days, it was just like most of them would probably have received the questions, or maybe had a heads up about the questions, or whatever. But in the early days, I remember that I would try and give context around questions and then cut that out because nobody knew who the fuck I was anyway. And it wasn't a podcast. Like, none of my interviews have ever been a podcast. You know, that was the one thing I always remember thinking was, this is not a podcast. This is like the average guy on the street talking to these people who do impossible things. Because I still have, you know, I've always had an insane respect for what players can do. Anyway, that's a 1 minute video. It just turned into 6 minutes. Yeah, so anyway, I will I will be uploading soon, but I just uploaded. So there you go. Anyway, cheers.